Just me, Scottie McClue, popping up a little bit earlier than normal for a Friday night, just to say hi to every single one of you. How amazing is this? Now, obviously, we'll be on at 10 o'clock, but I thought I'll pop up, just try everything out, see that everybody's there, and say hi. So here's a little treat for you, just a little bit earlier than normal. DINKY-DOO, hi. Hi, Callum. Lovely to have you with us. Hello. Hello, Callum 2000. Good to have you with us live on the old TikTok. Fantastic stuff. And always great stuff to have somebody with us on the TikTok. We're a little bit earlier than normal for the Friday night. But if you want to come on and join us, you're very welcome. So to do. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
DINKY-DOO, Scottie. It's Kareem.
Kareem, you're some man. How did you manage that?
The notifications come up, and I thought, right, I'll make the phone, Scottie.
Well, no, yours are doing very well. What I've done, Kareem, I thought I'd just try out the equipment and everything and pop up, you know, just sort of, I don't know what we are, about 3/4 an hour earlier. And then we'll also do the 10 o'clock, you know. But it's quite good to try just to see what's happening figures-wise at this time.
Yes. I think possibly there might be still a lot of families and people out because of the
Absolutely, Kareem. I mean, they're going off round here like explosions, you know.
Yeah, my dogs are terrified.
Oh, bless them. I'm so sorry. Give them a wee stroke from McClue.
Well, what I've done is I'm actually in my bedroom and I've closed everything and I've had the music on really loud.
Good. And the dogs like a bit of music.
Well, it's kind of so that they don't hear the bang.
Yes, they're into it. The only thing is, dogs are so sensitive, they'll sense them, Kareem.
Yeah.
You know, they'll feel the shake because there's obviously little bits of vibration coming off, rockets and things.
Yes. Well,
you know?
I thought I'll need to do something, so it's working. They're calm just now.
Good.
They've calmed right down.
And you've got a bit of Jimmy Shandon in the house.
Yes.
There's everybody on TikTok. DINKY-DOO, the new Scottie McClue, says Eddie Boy. Evening, Scottie, says Kelly Hall. I'm also from the Southwest. Isn't that beautiful? Hello from the Southwest. DINKY-DOO, everybody. Dogs can also smell the fireworks in the air, says Kelly.
Well, I'm going to take my dogs out in a wee bit. I know they're not going to go a walk, so it's just out for a quick toilet break and back in.
Just a quick tiddle and back in. And Kareem, you'll not believe this. I'm just looking at the chat. There's the wonderful D. Gourley. Hi, Scottie, and a couple of lovely kisses. Thomas Hamilton, hello, pal. Scottie La, good evening, says Beachy. Hi, Scottie, how are you, young man, says Diane Marchand. You know, I mean, fantastic. Phil Doherty, fireworks should be banned. Stephen Menzies, good evening, Scottie. You know, now these are busy people with busy lives, and they've managed to come and join us like your good self. And I really do appreciate it.
I'm actually glad you came on a bit earlier, Scottie, because I'm going to be honest, I am knackered. I'm falling asleep.
You're shattered. No, I'm not surprised, Kareem, because you do a very busy job and you'll be tired at the end of the week. Come on, Scottie, we love the Pope, don't we, says Fraz. Well, of course we love the Pope, Fraz. Where on earth did you get that from? Hi from the Isle of Lewis, fireworks in the air, and I'm getting lovely TikToks. Beachy's just sent me 20 TikToks.
Fantastic.
Hi, I'm from Yorkshire, says Mrs. Paws. This is incredible, Kareem. I mean, this is just a random pop-up with zero sort of, what can I say, zero scheduling, zero advertising, nothing at all. You know, so if that's what we can do with nothing at all, what if everybody got a little ad on their telly saying, don't miss Scottie McClue tonight at 9 o'clock.
Excellent.
You know?
I've got two wee things quickly.
Yes.
The first one was to congratulate all the young people today that were up in the city centre in Glasgow marching. There was thousands.
Wow.
Have you seen any of the pictures marching for people to wake up about the climate change?
I did see it, and was Greta Thunberg not speaking?
I think she spoke at it. I just seen some pictures of it on Facebook, and I just thought, wow.
Yes, you know? I mean, incredible stuff. The whole thing, Kareem, is wonderful.
Yeah. And for a lot of those kids, that's a new experience for them because they have never been in a march, never mind a march that size with thousands of children there.
Oh, I mean, this is absolutely never a truer word was spoken, Kareem. You know, you're right. I mean, a big, big experience.
Yeah.
There's David saying, good evening from the Middle East, from Khartoum.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible? I do love this show, Kareem, because it's just easy listening.
Yes. Well, Scottie, my last point was last night with some of the callers about time allocation and complaining about it. But
yes.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but these people are more than happy to stay on for as long as possible as well.
Oh, of course they are, Kareem. I mean, this is the whole thing. You see, what you've got to remember, and this is really, really important, right?
Yes.
If I thought your call was too long, you and I would find a solution and finish it. You know, either you would or I would. So, I mean, you know, we know that it's not. So, but these people are also saying, I wish I was Kareem. I wish I was as articulate. I wish I was as interesting. In fact, I'm sure I am. So I'm going to ring and stay on as well.
Yeah.
Now, we had one guy last week who shall be nameless, who was actually beginning to overstay his welcome.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And I was saying, right, we'll leave it there. And he was going, well, wait a minute, there's another thing to tell you.
Yeah.
You see?
Overstaying the welcome.
Just a wee bit, actually. He just wasn't getting the massage.
Yes. The polite hint.
He wasn't getting the hint. So never give that a thought, Kareem. And you and I would not have a problem finishing a call because it wouldn't affect our relationship one bit. You know,
I think the callers should be doing that. You know, call me up and giving. There should be questions. There could be banter.
Yes.
And as I said as well, it's always going to be different. Whoever phones you and whatever they say to you.
Of course it is, and that's why two nights are never the same. I remember a guy at Scottie FM. He says, "I love your show. We listen all the time, but it's kind of the same, isn't it?" I said, "No, no two nights have ever been the same."
No, they're not.
You know, and it's just a different experience all the time. And we're building and building and building. It's so very interesting. Obviously, people are very slow at subscribing to the YouTube channel because they're used to being asked to subscribe to everything.
Yeah.
You know, now the first thing is that it's free. And the second thing is don't be lazy. Don't be afraid of work. Give it a click.
Less than a second to click that button.
Aye, that's all it takes. And then we can start to build our numbers. But there's very, very big news in the pipeline, you know, and I'm very excited about the way this is all going to pan out.
Excellent. And, well, everybody will be there, whatever the show or the direction it goes, people will still be there to support you and it will grow.
It's wonderful. Kareem, we shall maybe have a wee catch-up later because, as I say, I'll be back on at 10 o'clock. But if you need to shoot to your basket, you don't see the dog reference there. I always say I'm off to my basket.
Scottie, I probably won't give you a call later because I know I'll be asleep, but I'll definitely give you a call.
Listen, the sleep is very important. I would actually rather you had a good bit kip and then we could catch up tomorrow.
Thanks, Scottie. Listen, DINKY-DOO. Speak tomorrow.
Many blessings. Thanks, Kareem. Love to the dogs.
Bye.
DINKY-DOO. There we are. That's her, Kareem. That's brilliant. Here we go. Here, there's Ronnie McGee. DINKY-DOO, Ronnie. HRH Prince Charles was at Glasgow Centre today looking over both new hydrogen and battery-powered trains. We love it. Are you live on Scotty's phone in? Who's that?
Evening, Scottie. How's it going?
Hey, Glenn. How did you know I was on?
I saw you, Scottie, on YouTube. I thought, whoa.
Whoa, what's going on here?
As clock's been put back a few hours.
Aye, as clock's gone again. Have we had another hour? No, what I thought I'd do, I thought I'll just pop up and test the water to see who's about. I mean, we're going to do the phone in at 10 o'clock as well, you know?
So we still get one phone call now and one at 10 till 11.
Oh, hey, listen, absolutely. I mean, we're coming up to, you know, we're coming up to, what are we at? We're 27 minutes past 9. So in another half hour.
I don't want to tread on anybody's.
No, I don't think you'll be doing that, Glenn. I wouldn't worry too much. The only person you've ever upset on here is Wolfgang.
And the other one.
And the other one, yeah, that's it.
Matey Boy.
Matey Boy, yes, that's it.
Is it coming on tonight?
Well, we don't know. I mean, I put a little notice on my Facebook page. I said, do you think you'll be apologising?
Yeah, definitely. I think.
There's Trish saying, good evening, Scottie, Dinky-Doo. And Alex is saying, you're not setting off some squibs, Scottie. No, we don't do that, Alex.
It needs to come on, Scottie, I think. Definitely.
Oh, I think he needs to come on and justify himself.
But then again, everybody's got their own qualities and whatnot in personality.
Yes, and I mean, you and I cannot play the pipe organ to that standard, you know.
But I mean, a different personality and that.
Yes.
We all can't have the same attributes, can we?
No. Well, you don't want that, you see. It'd be a bit dull. But what I did prepare, I prepared red card for him. You know what I mean? Can you? I don't know if you can see it. Red card.
Yeah. In a way, I was a little bit peeved, you know, with what he was saying, and in a way, I was like.
Yeah, but I don't think you should be. I think we've got to be a little bit thick-skinned on here.
You've got to be, yeah.
There's the lovely Lily saying Dinky-Doo to you, Scottie, and Dinky-Doo good man says Dark Hole.
There's a diversity of different, like I said, there's a diversity of different people.
There is.
From all different backgrounds, cultures, whatever.
There's the wonderful James Bacon saying, how you been, buddy?
I mean, I thought it was hilarious when he says, he doesn't know which way to sit on lavatory. I'm thinking...
He couldn't sit the right way around that lavatory.
Brilliant.
There we are. Can you see that now, Glenn?
I can, yes, Scottie, yeah.
Red card. That's what I've got for him.
I'd give him a yellow at first and let him explain himself.
Well, we might. I'll have to write yellow card on back then.
Scottie, you know when it comes to him going off on one, like,
yeah,
you know, like he does. Do you ever ask him why he's got that mindset? Or
well, we might have to find out. I mean, something's not right there. He might have had a light refreshment. He might have had a sniff of barmaid's apron. You know what I'm saying?
More than likely, yeah.
You see?
He's a character. Scottie, like I said to you the other night, he's a character anyway.
Oh, he's a character and a half, and we don't want to do away with them.
Definitely, like you said, you let your prisoners go after a week, don't you?
You let your prisoners go, Glenn, because you're going to be doing it all the next night anyway.
Definitely, they'll come back. I mean, it's better than them that just come on and just go stupid noises and just put phone down.
Well, you've got to remember they're very, very simple people with very tiny minds. Yeah. And they only maybe know a swear word. That's all they know, because that's all they've heard.
Even if you come on and you just have a little bit of a laugh with you.
Yeah. You see, I'll tell you, do not find if there's a swear word on social media, it devalues the whole post by 100%.
Of course it does.
So if they come on, if they go, you know, I don't agree with such and such, that's fine. But if they then say, I don't agree with the so-and-so such and such, spoils the whole lot, finished.
Say it in a different content, meaning the same thing, obviously, but just keep it to a...
That's it. There's Lily saying, are we getting a wee tune on the box tonight?
Because, Scottie, at the end of the day, if you put a post down on Facebook or whatever social media outlet you go on, and you say it in an intellectual way where people will appreciate it, we are actually being...
That's it.
Vulgar mouth or whatever.
That's it.
Then people will respect you for it.
Of course they do, absolutely.
Whereas if you're going to be F star and all that...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wasting your time. It's a way. I mean, any half-witted idiot can say that.
There's too many keyboard warriors out there, Scottie.
That's their problem, and this is why it's so lovely to have a phone in. But have you noticed keyboard warriors can't come on because they can't speak?
And there's not enough characters on...
No, they can type. Well, there's enough characters on keyboard, but they can type, but they can't speak.
200 characters isn't enough for them, is it, Scottie?
No, nothing that. You see, but you don't want that. I've had a terrible time with these keyboard things because I'd rather do the talking. This is the way to communicate. What you and I are doing now, Glenn, that's proper communication.
We all can be going 10 to a dozen with the keys, can't we?
Any halfwit can do that.
But anybody can put a few letters together on a
keyboard, anybody can do that, absolutely.
I mean, like you said, best form of communication is talking, isn't it?
This is it. We are doing best form of communication right this second.
When people say, "Oh, I ain't got time to talk," you'll catch you on Facebook later.
Well, this is it. No good.
Or I'll see you on webcam if my internet's not crashed on my battery's not dead on my device.
They swear like it's another language, says Angela. Dinky-Doo, Scottie, Dinky-Doo. There's Geodog. Scottie, the wife made 2 pans of lentil soup this evening. Yum, yum, says Lord Crombie.
Have you had some decent fireworks around your end, Scottie?
Oh, decent. I mean, I don't like fireworks, as you know, but they're loud.
You don't get no burning fires as much now, Scottie, do you?
Not so much, no. I mean, I think people get a bit fed up with it, you know. And plus, it's not good for environment.
When they used to put Guy on the old bin and all that.
That's it. But you see, I don't agree with that because,
you know,
he was making his point, and his gunpowder wouldn't have gone off anyway. It was so degraded.
We can call him somebody else if we want to call him the Guy.
Well, Guido Foxy, we're a Yorkshireman, you see.
Yeah.
And that's not right, is it?
In a historic figure, no matter what.
You don't ban Yorkshiremen, you know what I'm saying?
Of course you don't.
It ain't right.
Too late, Scottie.
It ain't right, that's what I'm saying.
Getting some jacket potatoes on fire and all that. And
jacket potatoes on fire instead of Guy.
Marshmallows.
Some marshmallows, that's what it's about. Now you're talking my language. I'm going to have to dash, Glenn. I'll catch up later.
Nice one, Scottie. Have a good day.
And you, la, Dinky-Doo. There we are. That's our Glenn. You're live at Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello there, Scottie. It's Alex again. Alex Roberts.
Hello, Alex. How are you? You're saying here is squibs an offensive word?
Yes, that's what I'm going to ask you. Because
no.
My granny, every year, you know, when I was younger, showed, have you got the squibs? And one of the things always thought was, well, is that an illness?
No, squib's absolutely fine. That's where you get the expression, a damp squib.
Yes, and then when you hear the word, and when I said it on your, you know, typed it in, I thought maybe it was a wrong word, because then I looked up the definition of it, and then it was saying it's a device with, you know, connected by wires and da-da-da, and I'm like, is it like a bomb then? And you don't want to say these things.
Oh, no, you can't say these things. No, it's a squib.
You know, because it's squib.
My grandfather used to use it. He used to say there's boys letting off squibs.
That's what my granny always said.
Yes, that's right. I think it's a generational thing. I don't think the young people like when you say, and are you going to let off some squibs?
No, but it's just fantastic. And I want to pass on before I go the regards from someone you've worked with before, who I spoke to today, who I'm working with in Falkirk.
Lovely.
Christmas, and that's Barbara Bryceland.
Oh, Barbara, yes, fantastic. Great lady.
Because I was speaking to her today about you.
Great lady, fantastic. Give her my regards, top lady.
I shall.
Yes.
We're working together the whole of Christmas, so.
Wonderful singer.
No, she's amazing, absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
So I had a great chat today, and I mentioned you, and she went, I've no Scottie.
Absolutely.
Tell her I said hello.
Yes, so, absolutely. No, you tell her I'm saying hello to Barbara.
I definitely will.
Top man.
Are you keeping fine? Is everything?
Oh, everything. Listen, this show is absolutely big time. It's amazing.
It is amazing. I really enjoy listening. Now I'm joining in now and again.
Good.
More recently than before.
Good, Alex.
And I was going to say, what about you? You've got a dog, am I right?
No, not now. The dog passed away about 6 months ago now.
Oh, I am sorry.
No, not at all. No, he was 14 and a half. He was gorgeous.
And what was he like when it came to the...
well, he wasn't too bad because he was a shooting dog.
I think I asked that question.
Yes, but Lord Reith Lord Reith got a bit gun shy latterly.
But you remember I asked you the last time I was on, I said, I don't want to cause an argument on the page, but I remember when I was young and Bonfire Night came up, and or Guy Fawkes Night, and my dog used to just sit out and watch them.
Yes, yes. Oh, I mean, all dogs are different. It depends how they've been brought up, you know.
And and my grandpa's dog was the same. They just always sat out and watched. And it seems to be now, and I feel so sorry for some of the animals.
Yes.
But my cat, who's away 2 years now, all I used to sit at the window and watch them.
Absolutely, and if they've been brought up in a loud house, you know.
Oh, that must be me then.
Yes, if they've been brought up in a loud house, that's the thing. Alex, I'm going to have to dash and Dinky-Doo la. Fantastic. You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that? Right, matey boy. Now listen, I'm glad you've come on because you upset a lot of people the other night.
I'm not happy.
You've got some explaining to do, I'll tell you.
Well, you've got some explaining to do as well. We boring callers.
No, we had to take your call and put it up so that everybody could get a listen.
No, just listen to me now.
Had to get a listen to you. You owe the nation a big apology.
No.
Yes.
No.
And you called me a naughty word.
I've just come in from Golf Charlie and Juliet half of November from Cumbernauld requesting radio check and taxi information.
Absolutely. 19 for a rig check. What am I hitting you with?
I've just come in here now and you're telling me
yes.
that I've got things to do. No,
you've got some big apologies you owe to people. People like Kareem and people like Glenn.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me. I'm doing a church service next week.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Well, you're very good, I have to say. I do tell them that you are a top organist and that sometimes the pressure gets you.
Well, we've practiced.
And you have your sloths. The slosh
is vacant because I am now in Scotland and I have done the rehearsal for one of the hierarchies
yes.
of the COP26 celebrations, which will be in Rose Street. I'm not saying anything else more, but it will be in Rose Street, and I am absolutely delighted to be back in Scotland, but the absolute...
We love having you in Scotland, but not when you start cheeking up about other colours. And you cheeked up the other night, and you know you did.
I'm just saying, I'm calming myself down just now because I'm just saying to you that I love to hear you. I love to hear your opinions and
yes.
influence. I have always been an avid listener to your show, but some of these calls just get me right riled. They get me riled.
Yes.
And I'm sorry about that, but they do.
Yeah, but Glenn's a harmless soul, and you said he bored you.
They all bore me. They all bore me apart from you.
So really what you're saying is you would like to hear every caller sound like me.
I want to hear more innovative calls. I want to hear...
You want to hear more people talking about how Bach wrote the toccata and fugue. You want people talking about 16-inch pipes.
For the 32-foot bourbon.
Sorry, 16-foot pipes. And you told me the other night there's a 64. And are you familiar with the diapason?
There's a 64, and you and I both know John Scott.
Yes, John, but poor John's passed away now.
Requiem Passion Chatty.
Yes, indeed, Requiescat in Pace.
And you always said to me, which really got to me, that you doubted that I used to work in, became a graduate at Clare College.
I never ever doubted that.
No, you did. No, you did.
No nonsense. I've never doubted anything. I've never doubted anything you've said when it comes to organ playing.
I'm just going to have to think about that, buddy.
How are you on a full breathe?
Full swell.
A full breathe? Swell to great?
Swell to great, yes. Yes. We have
We have Vidor Toccata.
Yes.
I have a wedding tomorrow that I'm going to be playing at.
Yes.
And the wedding is going to be in the south side, and the bride is going to be requesting Vidor Toccata as I require.
Vidor, yes, indeed.
Now, I don't know if you know that because you're a bit thick.
Very well. How dare you? Vidor Toccata, no problem at all.
Charles Vidor Toccata.
It's in D.
I will play that to you.
It's in D.
And I will.
No, you can't play it because we'll get a copyright strike.
No, I don't you. If you think that I can't play that.
No, I know you can play it after a fashion.
I can come on to your show.
I know you can play it after a fashion.
I can.
Yes.
I don't think anyone knows the standard. I could just.
I know that. How are you on the King of Denmark's march?
Yeah, the Prince of Denmark's march, Jeremiah Clark.
Yes, Jeremiah Clark, the trumpet tune.
The trumpet voluntary. The trumpet tune is Henry Purcell.
Oh, Purcell's trumpet tune, I beg your pardon. There we are. You got me there.
I just don't think I could come on to your show tomorrow,
yes.
Boy, from the live.
Did you know George Thalben Bull?
George Thalben.
Now, George was the Temple Church from 1915.
George Thalben was a wonderful cathedral organist.
Fantastic, outstanding.
Did you know him?
George Thalben Bull. He was the one that recorded "Oh for the Wings of a Dove" in 1922 with Master Ernest Luff. Now, I'm not just an athlete, you know.
No, you know your stuff a wee bit. Buddy.
A wee bit, yes. And you can play some stuff after fashion. I feel you've got a smattering.
No, listen, I've got lots of things to do tonight, okay?
You've got a smattering.
But
there's no doubt about it.
The phone-in's going well.
Yes.
But the calls are boring. They're absolutely boring.
Well, the only boring call I've ever had was you the other night.
Excuse me. I've got a wealth of knowledge.
Oh, you have? But, I mean, you weren't giving it out the other night.
But absolute thickles they were. Absolute thickles.
Yes.
Now, I want to really...
How are you on Pachelbel's canon?
D major, A major, B minor, F sharp minor.
Now you're talking. There's James Bacon saying he is the boring one. So it looks like you are the boring one.
That's called the ground bass, Scotty. That's called the ground bass.
The ground bass when you get down, yes.
Right, the sequence which goes
and then
from the D
yes.
to the A,
yes.
to the D minor, to the F sharp minor, to the G, to the D, to the G to major, to the A. And it's called a D, A, B, F sharp, G, A, D, G.
Ending in a perfect cadence.
A perfect cadence.
And
these thickles that they come in and call you, they wouldn't have a clue what that means.
There you are. Now, what about Vivaldi with descending fifths?
Descending fifths would be a sequence of the fifths. So you use possibly a similarity between the Brandenburg concertos.
Yes, the Brandenburg concertos, and your descending fifths, they will self-resolve.
Yes, they would be, because at the end of the day, if you have, if you went from C to G to D to A to E
yes.
to B, F sharp, C sharp, So So you seem to know your stuff actually.
So if I was saying on a 4 manual, you would have solo, choir, swell, and great. You see, and what you can do. If you know your stuff, because you're also, what you're doing is duplicating on the pedal board, so you've got the feet going, and you can also operate thumb pistons and foot pistons. And you could bring out all your stops with a foot piston.
Well, I would, if I were to come back to Scotland,
Yes.
I think you're based in Scotland, yes. I would like you to come to the Kelvin Grove Art Gallery.
Oh, now you're talking. Now, is that a 4-manual?
It's a 3-manual Henry Willis.
It's a Willis. Is it a Father Willis?
It's a Father Willis
Yes.
tracker action, pneumatic tracker action.
Oh, outstanding.
And it's a wonderful instrument. And I would like you to come up to me and turn my pages.
Oh, yes.
You're capable of doing that.
You would have to nod. I would have to slide onto the seat beside you and make sure I didn't slide off.
Yes, well, you're not that. You're not that. You're a bit thick.
A bit thick. I'd need to have my socks as well, so I didn't stand on your pedal board.
Don't stand on my pedal board.
Yes, we don't want a low E going out.
No, not an E for echo. No.
We don't want that going out in the middle of something else.
But listen, I am a bit fed up with this.
What about this one? D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D.
Is that the sounds like the St. Prelude Fugue from St. Anne? No,
No.
not me actually.
D D D D D D D D D D D D D D D.
It sounds like, yes, I recognise that.
Of course you do. George Thalben Ball.
Oh, yes, well, I'm going to actually...
I think it was actually his own, that one.
Well, there's a couple of ones...
I think, was that not something like, what's it called? Is it Serious Melody or something like that?
Well, I've got a couple of ones. We did it in Edinburgh. Yeah, I studied at Edinburgh before I went to college, Clare, and then
Herrick Bunny.
Anthem, and there was one called Etude in E by George Thalben Ball. I'm going to actually check that out.
The Etude in E, yes, George Thalben Ball. And do you remember Herrick Bunny at St. Giles? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful organist.
Herrick Bunny. Ah, God rest his soul.
Wonderful.
Herrick Bunny taught my teacher.
Wow. There you are now, you see.
Along with Dennis Townhill.
Yes, I remember, yes. Yes, indeed.
Dr. Dennis Townhill.
Yes, and John Langdon.
John Langdon was at the Academy in
Yes,
Glasgow. Professor
of Harmony and Counterpoint. Fabulous man.
Now you
see, I'm not just an athlete, you know.
You're
and can I tell you two other fabulous organists? And they trained at Peterborough Cathedral with an outstanding organist. And they trained at Peterborough Cathedral in the 1920s. And the two of them went on to great things. One was called Thomas Armstrong, who became Sir Thomas Armstrong, the principal of the Royal College of Music. And another one was Malcolm Sargent.
Malcolm Sargent, yes.
Now, the thing about Malcolm Sargent, he could have been top organist. He could have been a concert pianist. He was that good. And he was, of course, an outstanding conductor. And to this day, when I hear the overture to Sir Arthur Sullivan's Yeoman of the Guard, I know when it's Malcolm Sargent with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra.
Yes.
Because what you don't know is that I guest conducted the Halley Orchestra in front of 20,000 people at Manchester Arena.
Well,
no.
I remember that video.
Did you know that? Everybody's shouting, get him off. Yes.
Get him off. No.
Get him off, they're all shouting.
No, the stupid, boring call.
So I think what we should do here is oblige them. What do you think?
No.
Yes.
No, absolutely.
I think we should play to the gallery. There we are. Right, he's gone. So there you go. What about that? Amazing. Why was all the get him off, though? I thought it was a very good call. Boring, get him off. He's boring. There we are. Yes, get him off, says William. Hi, Scottie. Can I get a shout out for the Viking crew? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie, man. It's Martin. How you doing, son?
Martin La, how are you doing? We just popped up early, Martin. We'll be back up at 10 o'clock.
I know. So what's it made you come on early, mate?
Well, I just thought it'd be quite good to sample who was about at 9 on a Friday, perhaps with a view to doing the phone in at 9 on a Friday.
Nice.
You see?
The thing was, Glenn was saying in a message in YouTube, basically they were trying to get me to Boy Office because Glenn thinks I'm more genuine more than Matey Boy.
Oh, well, you're very genuine, Martin. You don't get more genuine than your good self. What about this? Hang on. Right, here we go. Let's have a listen to this. Just hold on a second, Martin. Scottie, have you ever been to Skagglethorpe, says Mrs. Paws? There's a little luxury I've denied myself up till now, Mrs. Paws. If that's how it is, I'll do an impression of you and folk won't know who it is, says Alex. Canon in D is brilliant. Just get the box out, Scottie, to hang with these organists. Phil Doherty's laughing. That's why we come in to learn, says D. Gourley. Scottie, I've no problem with Matey Boy. I wish him well, says Glenn. Scottie, how long has Matey Boy had? I don't know. How long had he had? Yes, Glenn, well said, said D. Rather rude call. I play piano and accordion, so I understand very well, as many I'm sure here do. Scottie, I don't claim to know about Matey Boy and his musical skills, but I won't insult him, says Glenn. Has Martin been on yet? I'd rather listen to him than Matey Boy. Not yet, says Martin. Glenn, says Martin. Not yet, Glenn, says D. Scottie, you know more than Matey Boy. Hope you're well, Martin, says Glenn. I am well, buddy, say you. And it goes on like that. Good, I love your chats with Scottie. Yes, of course you can. And he's had his quarter. So, Glenn, so Matey Boy must have had 15 minutes.
Plus as well, we have had a lot of fireworks tonight, quite a lot. We have had a lot of loud bangs and my dogs are quite scared as well.
Yes. Well, not good stuff. So that's another reason I did the phone in, because I thought it might calm everybody down.
Yes. So how's your night been?
Well, just fantastic. You hear it all in front of you, Martin.
Yeah. How's Kareem?
Angela says, who was the organist that played on Stars on Sunday? And that was, of course, Jess Yates, the father of Paula Yates.
Do you remember the TV show Stars in Your Eyes with Matthew Kelly?
Very much so. And I remember meeting Matthew at Century Radio.
Nice.
He came in to see us. Lovely man.
What about You Bet?
You Bet? I remember You Bet. Oh, You Bet I do.
Yes. And the show The Chase with Bradley Walsh.
The Chase, wonderful stuff. It's my birthday and Wonky Pints. Can we get a 21st birthday message, says GJ? Yes, you can. Scottie Lala, please can I have a birthday wish for tomorrow? It's my 21st tomorrow, says Wonky Pint. And it was yours the other day, Martin.
Yes.
So that must mean they are, don't tell me, are they Librans? Are you a Libran?
No, I am a Scorpion.
A Scorpion. You've got a wee sting in your tail there.
Correct.
That's wonderful. There you go now, you see.
Yes. So, have you been busy tonight with all the phone calls? Because I have just...
Very, very, very busy. Haven't they stopped since we started? I mean, very interesting. Now, there's Charles saying, take care out and about. There's bangers about. Listen, Charles, there's more bangers on here.
So, how do you find Matey Boy?
Betty Joe says, right, Martin, into your bed. Well, Matey Boy can be very interesting, as you heard, but he's Well, how can I say? He's volatile. He's a bit like a stick of dynamite. It could go off at any minute.
Yeah, he didn't apologise to us.
No, but we kind of got a very grudging apology just by the way he was talking. He realised he'd got it way, way, way out of order.
So what time are you on tomorrow? 9 or 10?
Well, we need to have a look tomorrow. I think we'll be doing probably 10 o'clock. We might change it tomorrow. Do you think a Saturday would be better at 9 o'clock?
Yes.
Yes. Right, well,
Yes.
why don't we make the whole week 9 o'clock?
Yes.
Yes. That's what we'll start doing.
Yes.
Good. And if you're on the YouTube channel, you need to subscribe and tap the bell or you're off.
I have already subscribed to Bill. I've been subscribed ever since you started.
Oh, no, you're fine. This is not getting at you. I'm just telling the nation.
And a shout out to Glenn and a shout out to Dee.
Yes.
And a shout out to Kareem as well.
Absolutely. And a shout out to you and Dinky-Doo, Martin.
Yeah, love you lots.
Love you lots, my boy. Tarala. There we go. He's Offski. Good evening, Scotty, says Matt. Lovely to hear from you, Matt. Love you, says Keith. Thank you, Keith. You're very kind. I love your chats with Scotty, says Glenn. Who is Matey Boy, says Wonky Pint. Matey Boy is on there shouting and bawling. He came on. You'll hear the calls from the other night, and it says very angry call. So you'll see it on the TikTok, Wonky Pint. Don't forget a shout out. So there we are. No problem, Charles. There's a good sing-song in McGregor's and Inverness on a Sunday. Thank you very much. Lovely to hear that. Wonderful stuff. Dinky-Doo, if you're wanting to give us a phone, then get to the telephones and let's hear from you, I say. How are you, lads? Says 781. We're Dinky-Doo tonight. Thank you for asking, 781. We've been up for 42 minutes. Martin, great call, says Glenn. 2 hours, please, says Keith. Well, tonight, Keith, what we're going to do, we're going to come back up at 10. We might just drop down before 10 because we want to save the hour on the TikTok. Can't believe how extensive your knowledge is. Amazing, James Bacon. I thank you very much. You're very kind. There's Chris. I'm devastated. Why are you devastated, Chris? You need to tell us. I've just noticed your poppy. Very nice, isn't it beautiful? It's a Russian lady knitted it for me. And I really, really, really am so proud of it. There we are. Dinky-Doo. Breviat, I said. Do you prefer Andy Pandy or Dennis the Menace? Well, they're not connected. Dennis the Menace is in a DC Thompson comic, whereas Andy Pandy was a BBC children's program. Do you see what I mean? So you wouldn't prefer one to the other. They're both outstanding. You're live at Scottish Phone In. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty boys. Martin again.
Martin, what are we doing? You're just off.
I know. Can you put your hand for me, please? The Glenn Carry hat, please.
The Glengarry for you. I've got it here.
Thank you.
I'll put it on. Do you prefer the Glengarry?
Yes, I do, buddy, I do.
Right, well, I'll put the Glengarry on for you, Martin, and you tell me if you prefer that. Do you prefer that?
Yes, I do.
There you are. There's the Glengarry on for Martin. Dinky-Doo.
How's your squeeze box doing?
The squeeze box is beautiful. It's sitting here. It's very well.
Could you play me a song for me?
We might play a wee song in a wee while, Martin. Who knows?
Thank you.
Dinky-Doo, Lala. There we are. 2 hours, please, says Keith. No problem at all. That was Martin. Martin likes the Glengarry. Love you. You're on the TikTok. Dinky-Doo chap. So good to have you on the TikTok. We're also on the internet phone in. If you go to my TikTok bio, you'll see the URL for the YouTube. Then click that, subscribe, tap the bell, and join us for the phone in. Come on right now. Was Andy Pandy Russian? No, I didn't. Andy Pandy was British. Andy Pandy was the British kids show, not Russian. Quite right, DJ. I don't know where Angela got that from. Oh, do you mean, was he in a hurry? He might have been Russian, as in a hurry. On early tonight, Neil. No, we popped up, Neil, just to check who was about. We're going on at 10, but we think we might make it 9 o'clock across the week and do Friday and Saturday 9 o'clock, because the internet's different from the phone-ins on the radio. People do different things, so they like to be on and off their internet earlier. So we might change it. Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. Absolutely. Lee Carty, thank you for my beautiful red rose. Scottie, what should I have to drink on my 21st? Why not some Scottish water? That's what I'm having here. It's beautiful. You get yourself a bottle of Scottish water out of your store for your 21st. Scottie, you go straight through to 11. No, Glenn, we'll drop it down and come back up, you know, just to take a minute or two, because if you go over the hour, you can't therefore edit the TikTok. You see what I mean? It won't do over an hour. So there we go. So we'll be dropping it down, I will tell you. As simple as that. Now then, what's happening here? Yes, indeed. Is it 10 o'clock? Oh, it's 10 o'clock already. So what we'll do is we'll drop down the old TikTok. There we go. Wonderful. And then we can pop it back up again. You see, I think that would be the best plan. Right, I'm going to say bye-bye to the TikTokers, but we'll be back in a minute, okay? So keep scrolling and looking for me. There we are. That's our beautiful TikTok. That's gone just now. And we'll pop back up again, of course, to the TikTokers. Glenn, what's your pick on Facebook? I miss my Scottish water, says Neil. Are you going through to 11? No, I don't think we'll do that. What's this? Is meant to be a 10 p.m. start. Well, you missed everything, numpty heat. So there we go. So what we might do is, well, we might as well stay up on the phone in, and then we can pop back up on the TikTok. How about that, guys? That's what we're doing. You need to be more on the ball, Professor Numpty Hood. I say to you. What have we got here? Thank you very much. That's that. And then what we can do here. Oh, my goodness me. There we go. What we can do here, guys, is pop back up again. That would be amazing. Check out the TikTok videos. They are outstanding. There's a few new ones there for you. And it will go live. That's wonderful. Right, that's us going live on the TikTok again, guys. So we'll be welcoming back all our beautiful TikTokers. Dinky-Doo. Hello, TikTokers. Welcome back, I say, Dinky-Doo. Scottie McClue, just for you. People forget Teddy. He was the brains behind Andy Pandy. Mars, I think you're right. Could I have a late happy birthday? I just turned 16. Rachel, of course you can. People forget Teddy. Scottie, what do you make of Facebook changing its name to Meta and the Met Universe? Well, we'll see, Phil, how it goes. If they raise the audience for Scottie McClue, we don't mind. There we are. I'll add you, Martin, says Glenn. Good stuff. So, yes, what we might do now is go through until 11 o'clock. Is that okay? Numpty Head, why don't you give us a call and let us know what you're going on about? We always like to hear from you. Hello, Lala. Could you do a joke for us? Oh, I don't really have many jokes, to be quite honest with you. What about, I got my missus a new belt and a bag for her birthday. So that's the vacuum cleaner working now. There we go, Dinky-Doo. Who would win in a debate, Susie or Mr. Martin? Ah, very interesting, Wonky. Who knows? People forget. Yes, we know that. My car got scrapped today. I've left a phone on the passenger seat, getting the phone back tomorrow. I didn't get my notifications. Ah, that's what it is, Numpty Head, you see. You're shouting and bawling at me. Always remember it might be you that's in the wrong, not somebody else. Lawyer brilliant, Mr. Floatie. I thank you, Keith. Hashtag Floatie, first lord of the internet. Now, guys, get on the TikTok. Follow me at Scottie McClue. Angela says, I've just come over from TikTok. Have you subscribed on the YouTube channel? Everybody should subscribe on YouTube. It's free. Subscribe doesn't mean you pay anything. Hi from Kim and Will in Nottingham. Kimberly, we love it. We love Nottingham. Can you give my friend Chris from Nuneaton a shout out? He loves your videos. Of course I can, DJ. Hello, Chris from Nuneaton. There we are. Scottie JD here. Please say hi to my wife, Patricia. Of course I can, JD. No problem at all. Can you say hello to my dad, Alan from Isla? Of course I can, AGT. Kalamarunsa is Lennon McRae. Wonderful stuff. Kamaraha'u hakama. They were lovely to have you with the Elux. How was your day, Scotty? Fantastic, Kieran? No problem at all. There we are, just coming over from the TikTok. And of course, follow us on the TikTok, guys. Very, very important. Pro-Brexit, very, 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 very anti-Brexit. The worst act of self-harm since World War I. Shocking, shocking thing. What on earth were they thinking? The Tories had a fight in their party internal, and they brought in all the Alf Garnets. They took us out of Europe. It meant the rich people didn't have to pay tax, and now we are stuffed. Right. You're live on Scotty's Phone In. Who's that?
Hi, Scotty. How are you doing again?
Hey, Dinky-Doo, Glenn. What? What, love?
Martin's a brilliant guy.
He was very good, yes. A very good call tonight.
I've just added him on Facebook anyway. We'll stay in touch on there, and that's
good for you. Fantastic. Hello, Scotty. Can I join the live? Anybody can join the live.
It's good to make friends online, though, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. So glad you're back on, says Chris. Dinky-Doo. No problem at all, Chris. Can everybody, hang on a sec, Glenn, can everybody on YouTube subscribe and tap the bell? You'll see the URL right below my TikTok bio. And that'll get you onto the live phone in, and you can come and join us and watch that as well. There they are. That's it. Sorry, Glenn.
Scotty, basically, we're really struggling a bit with what you were saying to him about the animosity about what he'd said the other day.
Oh, well, it was shocking.
He was like, I can't admit that I've said something wrong.
No, well, he couldn't. He's not big enough for that, you see.
He's still got that anger, and
he's an angry man, I'll tell you that.
And you can't get it out of him, can you, sadly?
Well, no, well, you see, you can never get the anger out of somebody like that without doing a lot of work. I would need to have him on for maybe an hour or two to calm him down.
Well, you said you'd need to call for studio nurse, and that's quite possible.
Get the studio nurse to him, absolutely, yes, indeed. Calm him right down. Give him a couple of chocolate sweets. What about Dumpty? His car got scrapped today. Now, I've just put on a TikTok video, Glenn. My car has done 144,444 miles today.
Brilliant. How long have you had this car?
Oh, a long, long time.
Yeah.
Now, it still smells new.
It's still got a long way to run.
Well, we're just running it in, like, you know.
Like you do with it.
That's what you have to do. You get yourself proper car, like, and you hang on to it. You see, it's like Yorkshire. You buy proper stuff and you keep it for 30 years.
Exactly.
You know?
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
It's like when you say in Yorkshire, you say, "Hey, John, I like your shoes. Are they new? I've had them 7 years, aye."
Brilliant.
You know?
Absolutely brilliant.
I said to somebody once in a pub in Yorkshire, I said, "I love your carpet. Is it just new?" He said, 32 years.
You had your haircut today?
My haircut?
When they said to you, have you had your haircut? Nah, I had it done a couple of months ago, Scotty.
I did done a couple of months. No, they do that. They're brilliant. I remember going into the boy and I said, "Oh, who cut this?" I said, "You did 6 weeks ago." He said, I'm just thinking it's quite a nice shape.
You need your money back.
It's all that nonsense. You know what I mean? They're at it. How come all the people that should be running the world are either cutting your hair or driving a taxi?
Or a bus.
Or a bus. Aye, they've got it.
Or maybe a tram, Scott.
You get in there, you're hardly a minute in a Yorkshire taxi before they start. Well, you see, I blame government for that.
Yeah, definitely. They always do that, don't they? Always.
You know, I say, well, I were talking to Prime Minister the other night and he said he were blaming Yorkshire taxi drivers.
They always blame somebody in the higher up, don't they?
We should do that, Glenn. We should say, I were talking to Prime Minister the other day and he said, I blame Yorkshire taxi drivers. How would that go down? Probably stop and throw you out.
Get out next motorway, next service junction.
Ah, that's it. Just leave you.
Take your luggage.
Take your luggage with you. He said to us at the airport, he says, has your luggage been unattended for any length of time? I said, this lot's been in the loft for 6 months.
Oh, my God.
He said, did you pack your bag yourself? I says, no, my butler did it. That's why I'm flying £10.99 to Alicante. I don't know.
You can't beat it, guys.
Have you got out sharp with you? Just me mind.
Scotty, it takes me back to when the hospital one, you know, on YouTube, ages back.
Oh, what was that one?
Oh, where building houses.
They
were building houses, Scotty.
Oh, I've got it. The old boy, the boy.
Hey.
That's right. That's right. It was all Victorian houses.
Yeah.
He said he worked at building site. I says, is it 1890s stuff you're putting up?
The old ones are the best, guy.
They are. There's JD saying, thanks, Scotty. Mucho Brasilius. Sounds like some complaint, doesn't it?
You definitely put a smile on people's face.
Hey, wait till hear this, Glenn. Here, you'll love this. What do we got here? It's Mr. Floater. You're brilliant. We love that, don't we? Oh, yes. I'm lucky tonight. My dog, Dino, doesn't get bothered by the fireworks. There's a lot going off in Leith. Keith has sent me £5.
Did you ever think about doing comedy, though, seriously?
I did stand up, but I was asked to sit down. No, I had to give up comedy because people were just laughing at us all the time.
Oh, Scotty, you're better than these comedians.
I gave up my job taxi driving because people were talking behind me back. And then I got a job in the helium factory.
Yeah.
But I gave that up, Glenn, because I thought I will not be spoken to like that again.
You're awful, Scotty.
Terrible, isn't it? Love all that. I jumped in a taxi today. I says, can you take us up to Smith's Bar? And he says, well, it's only around the corner. I'll not charge you. I said, well, that's not fair. I've just been sent £5 by Keith. He must have tapped the dollar on the super chat. There's Alan from Bridlington. Hello from Brid, Alan.
Scotty,
yes.
That's just tuning in at 10 o'clock. They'll be thinking, what's going on here?
Hey, they go, what's happened here then?
What's going on this comedy night?
Do you think I should drop this down and come back up again?
Nah, I'll just keep it as is.
No, I think I'll have to, Glenn. I think I'll have to drop it down. Guys, I'm going to drop it down and we'll come back up. Here we go for part 2. Ta-ra.